Okay, so Unit 3, gathering data, free response, multiple choice. Company sponsoring new internet search engine wants to collect data on the ease of using it. The best way to collect the data we've discussed multiple times is a sample survey. You're collecting data. If you can do a census is great, but a sample survey is the best way to collect the data. 2005 Gallup poll, 1,028 U.S. teens, Napoleon Dynamite had the highest percentage of their favorite movies. Which of these is true? Popular of interest is all U.S. teens. That is true. They did 1,028 U.S. teens. That's the population of interest. 8% is a statistic, not the actual percentage of all who would rank this because from a statistic because it's a sample. It's not a parameter because it wasn't the population. This sampling design should provide a reason accurate of the actual percentage. That is also true. So that answer is E. Okay, C. Testing students for ADD, each with grades 9 through 12 in the high schools. Pull all the students together and randomly sample 250. Is this a simple random sample? And the answer to that is yes, because they could have chosen any of the 250 students from throughout the district. Okay, yes, they were chosen at random, and yes, they're all likely to be chosen, but this is the most precise answer because they could have chosen any of the 250 throughout. Okay, part B. Basketball player has a 70% free throw percentage, which is the best to simulate the free throws of her next 5 free throw attempts. Okay, so let 0 and 1 make the first shot, 2 and 3 make the second shot. The answer to this is no. Okay, that's not, because we want 70% of the numbers. That means we want 30% of miss, 70% make. This is answer 2 here. Represent missing a shot, 3, 4 through 9. Represent making a shot, generate the 5. How many numbers are in the 3 to 9? Okay, this is not a good answer because it ignored repeats. Well, any number 3 to 9 or any number 0, 1, this is missing, this is making, so we don't want to ignore repeats. So the answer on this one is B, 2 only. In this situation, we would not ignore repeats. Okay, more dogs are being diagnosed with that thyroid problem. So identify 50 puppies without thyroid problems, keep records of their death for several years to see if they developed thyroid problems. This is a prospective study. It is something that is ongoing. We're prospecting what's going on. It's not retrospective. It's not looking in the past. It's from now into the future. It's not an experiment because we're not comparing it to anything. We're not controlling anything. We're just watching these 50 puppies. Okay, number 6. Chemistry professor who teaches a large lecture class advises his students to attend his class about how they make the class more interesting. Hoping he can get more students to attend. This suffers from D, undercoverage. He doesn't ask those who are not there. That's who he needs to ask. You need to ask those who are not showing up. Okay, placebos are a tool for blinding. Okay, they're tools for blinding. I probably would also take this, but the main purpose of placebos is for blinding. It is used in control, but it's not letting people know exactly what they're taking. Double blinding in experiments is important so that, okay, the evaluators do not know which treatment group they're participating in. That's important. The participants don't know what treatment group they're in. That's also important. That is a horrible phrase. No one knows what treatments they're getting. Somebody's got to, folks. So the thing is only 1 and 2, so that is answer D. No one knows what's going on? Well, then how are you going to evaluate anything? Okay, which of these is not required in experimental design? Blocking. We've discussed that multiple times. Okay, so a researcher wants to compare the effect of a new shampoo on hair condition. The researcher believes that men and women may react differently. So, blocks by gender. Additionally, believes react differently on hair that is dyed. So, blocked by whether it's dyed or not. 4 groups: men who dye their hair, men who do not dye their hair, women who dye their hair, women who do not dye their hair. Subjects are randomly assigned to each new and the old shampoo. This experiment has one factor: shampoo type, blocked by gender, and whether the hair is dyed or not. Okay. Not to gender and hair dye is not factors. Those are blocking points. Okay. So I hope that helps. Oh, and on this one, no, there's no control of other factors that may be involved in someone's spatial reasoning. Could have divided them up, and then just so happens those who were selected have good spatial reasoning, and those who didn't don't have good spatial reasoning. It could have happened that way. So there's no control of other factors that may affect the outcome. Never, never, never agree with anything that says there's statistically significant differences in newspaper articles. Okay, hope that helped.